Have you ever heard a story that just stops you in your tracks? One that reminds you of the deep, unbreakable bonds that can form between humans and the most majestic of animals? Well, get ready, because today we're diving into a story that's both heartwarming and heart-wrenching. It's the tale of Jupiter, a magnificent lion, and the woman who saved his life, Ana Julia Torres. Their final goodbye is something you will never, ever forget. This incredible story began over 2 decades ago in Colombia. Ana Julia Torres, a dedicated animal rights activist and teacher, founded the Villa Lorena Animal Sanctuary. It was a haven for abused, neglected, and abandoned animals, a place where they could finally find peace and love. One day, a heartbreaking case arrived at her doorstep. A young, emaciated lion cub named Jupiter. He had been rescued from a traveling circus where he had suffered unimaginable cruelty. His claws had been brutally removed, leaving him in constant pain and unable to defend himself. He was malnourished, terrified, and on the brink of death. Ana Julia refused to give up on him. She nursed him back to health with tireless dedication, feeding him, cleaning his wounds, and most importantly, showering him with the affection he had never known. Under her gentle care, Jupiter began to transform. The scared, broken cub grew into a powerful, majestic lion. But despite his intimidating size and strength with Ana Julia, he was just a big, affectionate cat. Their bond was extraordinary. Videos of them would go viral, showing Ana Julia kissing and hugging the massive lion as he responded with gentle nuzzles and what looked like a lion's version of a smile. He would wrap his huge paws around her in a tender embrace, a clear sign of the deep love and trust between them. For years, Jupiter was the star of the sanctuary, a symbol of hope and the incredible power of compassion. But then, tragedy struck. In 2019, environmental authorities made a decision that would change everything. Citing concerns about proper permits and the sanctuary's conditions, they ordered Jupiter to be moved from Villa Lorena to another facility. Ana Julia was devastated. She fought the decision with everything she had, pleading with the authorities and explaining that separating her from Jupiter would be a death sentence for him. He was not just an animal in her care, he was her son. Their bond was essential to his well-being, but her pleas fell on deaf ears. Jupiter was sedated and transported hundreds of miles away to a zoo in another city. The separation was catastrophic for Jupiter. Away from the only mother he had ever known, his health rapidly deteriorated. He refused to eat, lost a tremendous amount of weight, and sank into a deep depression. The vibrant, majestic lion became a shadow of his former self. His spirit was broken. News of his declining health reached Ana Julia, who was beside herself with grief and worry. The public, who had followed their story for years, was outraged. A massive social media campaign erupted, demanding that Jupiter be returned to Ana Julia's care. The hashtag Chan Todos Somos Jupiter, meaning "We are all Jupiter," trended across the country. People saw the injustice and the cruelty of separating these two beings who so clearly loved each other. Under immense public pressure, the authorities finally relented. Jupiter, now critically ill with liver and kidney failure, was airlifted back to be near Ana Julia. But it was a bittersweet reunion. The once mighty king was now weak and dying. When Ana Julia first saw him after their forced separation, the scene was absolutely gut-wrenching. She rushed to his enclosure, calling his name. Jupiter, who barely had the strength to lift his head, heard her voice. He let out a faint roar, a flicker of recognition in his tired eyes. He tried to get up, to reach her, to give her one of his famous hugs, but his body was too weak. Ana Julia reached through the bars, stroking his face, whispering words of love and comfort. "My boy, my love," she cried. "I'm here! Mommy is here!" For the next few days, Ana Julia never left his side. She stayed with him, talking to him, singing to him, and doing everything she could to make his final moments peaceful. She knew he was leaving her, but she was determined that he would not die alone. He would die knowing he was loved. And this brings us to their final goodbye, the moment that was captured on camera and shared with the world. In the video, you can see a frail Jupiter lying down. Anna Julia is right there with him, her hand on his head. He looks at her with such love and sadness, as if he understands this is the end. He musters the last of his strength to give her a gentle lick, a final kiss goodbye. It was his last act of affection, his final thank you to the woman who saved him and gave him a life filled with love. Shortly after that last poignant moment, Jupiter passed away. The king was gone. The news of his death sent a wave of sadness across the globe. People who had been captivated by his story mourned the loss of this beautiful creature and condemned the bureaucratic decisions that led to his tragic end. Jupiter's story is more than just a sad tale about a lion. It's a powerful lesson about animal welfare, about the emotional intelligence of these incredible beings, and about the profound cross-species connections that are possible. It highlights the importance of compassion over cold, unfeeling regulations. Jupiter wasn't just a number or an asset to be moved around. He was a sentient being with deep emotional needs. Ana Julia Torres continued her work at the sanctuary, her heart broken but her spirit undiminished. She fights on for the hundreds of other animals in her care, carrying Jupiter's memory with her every single day. His legacy lives on, a powerful reminder that love knows no bounds, and that every animal deserves to be treated with dignity, respect, and kindness. The image of that magnificent lion giving his rescuer one last gentle kiss is a testament to their incredible bond. A king's unforgettable goodbye to his savior. Thank you so much for watching and for letting us share this powerful story with you. If you were moved by the story of Jupiter and Ana Julia, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories from the animal kingdom. We'll see you in the next video.